Hey everyone, finished watching the next episode of Jungle Fury, Bad to the Bone. Daishi is taking out some aggression on some Rinshi. Camille introduces a new monster. Daishi sends him out. Carnosaur and Jellica come in. Daishi complains that their training hasn't helped him. They knock him over and leave, discussing finding something to give them more power. At Jungle Karma, Fran teases the Rangers now that she knows they're Rangers. Things seem to be going about as normal, but suddenly RJ grabs his chest and doubles over. He goes to take a break. The others are concerned, but continue working. Casey takes a pizza out for delivery. It turns out to be a trap set by the new monster. The rest of the Rangers join him. Eventually they beat him. Jellica and Carnosaur tell Daishi to revive Grisaka. He's not sure if it's a good idea, but obeys. The Rangers, meanwhile, are dealing with yet another monster, a porcupine. Lily takes a couple of poison spikes. At Jungle Karma, RJ removes the spikes, but Lily's acting weird. The others go to work. RJ starts to feel pain again. He grasps at his chest and screams. At a cave on the beach, Camille finds someone. Lily returns to Jungle Karma dressed like a toughie and ruins some people's food and puts her boots up on a table. Casey and Theo, meanwhile, try to find RJ, but only find piles of hair. Suddenly, an alarm sounds. It's another monster. They go out and find a wolf monster. This monster is stronger than the others, but it runs off. They try to figure out what's going on, but suddenly the porcupine monster attacks again. At Jungle Karma, Fran tries to kick out Lily because she's sick of her attitude. Fran tries to take Lily's solar morpher, and Lily begins to fight her. Fran knocks Lily to the ground, and one of the porcupine monster's spikes comes loose. Lily returns to normal and runs to join her team. RJ stumbles in, disheveled and disoriented. The Rangers, now all together, defeat the monster. Man, there is way too much stuff going on this time. There's multiple plots going on all at once. Any would be enough for a whole episode. Daishi feels doubt in himself after losing a fight to the Rangers. He takes out his frustration on Rinshi and confronts Carnosaur and Jellica. They say they need something. That could be a decent plot for a whole episode. Focus on Daishi's thoughts and feelings. Explore who's more in control, Daishi or Jared. Maybe even Carnosaur and Jellica. Who are they? What do they want? For some reason, Daishi apparently sends Camille out instead. An episode about Camille could work. We already have a focus episode about her, and it's one of the better entries this season. Fran just learned who the Rangers are. Maybe we could have an episode where they explain to her what's going on in more detail. Hey, there's your obligatory clip show for the season. I know they're gonna do one. This would be a natural direction, and Fran could provide her own commentary on the events. Maybe have Fran think about joining the team, not necessarily as a ranger, but as an assistant. RJ, feeling pain from the loss of his wolf spirit. Maybe we could have an episode where we see flashbacks to his past training with the Paishui Masters, his rocky relationship with his father, and him finding his wolf spirit. This would also provide the opportunity to make the Paishui Masters we've seen so far feel more connected instead of just like cameo guest stars. A monster poisons Lily with something that turns her punk. Here's a chance to homage a classic MMPR episode. Lily sure does act like Kimberly or Billy when turned punked, but it doesn't really do anything except keep her out of the action for a little while. Casey and Theo fight a mysterious wolf monster. It doesn't appear to be a Rinshi, and later we see RJ with the same pants as the wolf. Again, this could be a whole episode. In fact, I think a future episode is just RJ turning into a werewolf because of his wolf spirit being lost and the Rangers dealing with it. This episode is the epitome of everything in the kitchen sink. This is the last episode before scab writers take over for the writer's strike, and I guess the writer of this one had a bunch of ideas they just really wanted in there, no matter what. Instead of doing one plot well, just do 1,000,000 at once and make them all ass. Actually, it's impressive that for how cluttered and rushed this episode is, it's actually coherent. Now the part where I talk about the cast. Stephen Lovett voiced the pig monster Ham Hock. This is shockingly his only Power Rangers role. He's been acting since the late 80s and has been in many New Zealand productions. Most notably, he played Hades in Xena. Porcupongo was voiced by Peter Ford. Only one other Power Rangers credit, a robot in RPM. I'm not sure if it was even really a voice or just noises. Most of the one-off robots in RPM I don't think spoke. He's been in many New Zealand productions, including Hercules, Xena, and Peter Jackson's King Kong. Grisaka doesn't have a big role, but I'll count him in. He's voiced by Derek Judge. He's done many unimpressive one-off monster voices, but in Samurai, he got to do the voice of the villain Sir Raider. That's pretty cool. Probably the best role he ever got in Power Rangers. Jungle Fury has been a weird rewatch. The premiere was great, nothing special, but it was fun. Then it got tedious, then it got a little better, then my enthusiasm plummeted. Now we have a stupidly rushed mess of an episode leading us into the era of the Scab Writers. One of the Scab Writers may or may not have been Chip Lynn, aka Judd Lynn, one of my favorite writers from the old Saban era. If any upcoming episodes are suddenly better than usual, I'll assume he was involved. So that's it for this one. Hope you enjoyed it. See ya.
You get your feet free. You get your feet free. You get your feet free.